Apparently the music never actually started? Hello? I freaking turned it on and it just decided that it wasn't going to freaking stay on or something? What the fuck ever, dude. Well, I guess that means that we're, like, actually starting early. That's so goddamn annoying whenever that happens. Give me a moment to put that one. Start here. Right, I forgot. I need to set it to where OBS is above normal. Otherwise, everything's gonna start freaking lagging for everyone watching. I really need to find myself some new earbuds. I cannot listen to my audio through the freaking left earbud on this. There is no treble in that earbud, so it's just my voice freaking vibrating the metal in it. I mean, I guess theoretically I could, like, have it to where I can listen to the mic because I no longer have desktop audio being, like, picked up on its own. I have all of my audio sources separated. Also, let me do that so that you guys actually get my mouth movements as more than just yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna run like an hour, 2 hours. Anything past that's probably not gonna happen. Unless I really get caught into yapping with whoever might show up. I haven't seen Sukuna for a few days. I hope that the pilot stuff went well. Let me set my drink up real quick here. I have another, like, sort of... I don't know if I'd say funny or what. But topical. Thing to say alongside the main part of this, which is the update on how things are going PC-wise. Close, everyone, like, close already knows, and those that have actually been on, like, Twitter and Blue Sky know. The only place I didn't really announce it's the Discord, I guess. But things are going to be interesting for the time being. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck are these? There's some sort of strange particulates of some sort, and I don't know. They're like fruits, like the skins of a fruit. I have no idea where they came from. I really hope that they didn't come from the water. Because I cleaned this cup out, and then suddenly these started showing up. Like, I freaking gave it a full wash and everything. Soap and water and all that jazz. Not just a rinse out. Either way. We're 15 minutes in. For the sake of VOD watchers, I don't want to wait too terribly long. I do, however, want to skip a few songs down. Past this. Yep, there we go. That's the song I want. I saw it at the edge there. Alright, now there's nothing floating around in here. At first I thought that those two things were just a freaking clump of gamer steps that might have freaking... What the fuck? What are you? Where do you keep coming from? I might just need to freaking re-wash this. Another bit there. Whatever it is, it seems to be collecting on the freaking... like, actual shaker portion of it. The little thing that you stick inside of it in order for it to, like, break up and make sure that... just have to re-clean that, just to be safe. Oh well. At least I didn't freaking drink any of those. Either way. That disgusting bit aside. So I guess the most important portion of, like, this entire announcement thing is that, those that have been, like, keeping up and been to, like, most of the streams know that, new PC disappeared on Friday, and we were trying to figure out where it went. We did get an email on Saturday. Nami told me at the beginning of D&D that they messaged and they're like, oh yeah, we found the box with the shipping label. Which, the implication off of that is that they found only the box and the shipping label, meaning that the computer was missing from the inside of it. Which, A, most bluntly means that the fucking thing was stolen. They, I assumedly are going to do an investigation and try and find it. I certainly hope so. I got told today that DHL apparently isn't really all that great as far as reliability in that department. Because I mentioned it in Violet's stream. Because she was streaming today. I decided to pop in, because it's been a bit since I've seen her stream. I think that even last time that she streamed, it was at an hour that I wasn't awake, so... The fuck? That might just be because of me opening and closing the thing 800 fucking times. Yeah, the thing's sealed completely. Which means I have to freaking also clean the threads on this as well. Because it's now got freaking GGF 9000 in it. And the last thing I want is to freaking unscrew the thing and just freaking be met with mold. I mean, I've got a freaking... we've already established I'm just gonna re-clean the whole fucking thing at this point. God damn it. It's fine, this shirt needs... or not this shirt, but this hoodie needs washed anyway. Which, it's actually cool enough for me to wear a hoodie today. Really fucking weird. Really afraid for when that turns, because either way, do not tangent. Important announcement stuff. So, like I said, assumedly they're going to, like, investigate and hopefully find it, or hopefully reimburse. I don't know. I'd prefer to get the PC back than to get a reimbursement, because that just puts us back into freaking having to... Like, they're gonna try and freaking skim as much as they can away. Because they're a company, almost certainly. They're gonna try and give the bare minimum. And... I don't know where that'll put us afterward, is the problem. Is a real big worry. This is very loud. I don't really want something this loud right now. Sure, go with this. But hopefully by the end of the week, we get like a follow-up email. Like I said, ideally, they do find it. As much as it pisses me off, there is an amusing freaking image that my brain has of them being so inept that this person just walked out with a whole ass PC tower and nobody fucking batting an eye about it. Which is just so absurd of an image. But, yeah, I have no idea how things are going to play out. I really hope we're not put in, like, square one. I didn't know that I could do that. I need to... I need to adjust. I need to do some, like, update on the rigging for that. Because the only way I have it set up for is mouth open. I mean, it's really set with the old rigging parameters in, so where the old one could have tongue out, where the old mouth rigging could have tongue out with mouth closed. This one doesn't have, this one's got whole new parameters, so it doesn't take that into consideration. But that's kind of where we are. Is hoping and praying for a follow-up of we got the thing, we got it back, we'll be sending it in, and you'll have it, like, by the end of the month. Honestly, if it's to the point where they don't even email us till the end of the month, it's gone. Almost certainly. I don't see someone just yoinking an entire thing without, like, some sort of way to, some sort of place to put it or anything, or, like, hawking it as fast as they possibly can. So, hopefully it's within the week. That's assuming that they didn't yoink the thing and take it out during that original week and then have it all freaking sorted out before they even removed it. Which, I don't know. Like, how easy is it to access stuff to just remove an entire shipping label from the system? Like, I'd assume that's something that has to be done by a certain branch, and I'd assume that that's, you know... Like, you can scan it and record it in order for it to, like, go to next place and whatnot. But I don't know. But every single turn during this has had something go wrong with it. We were waiting for 6 months, and we didn't even get the part that we were after. We were waiting 6 months for one group to freaking fill out a single form so that we could get the GPU. That didn't even wind up happening. We had to go with plan B on that. Then, I mean, that's obviously the biggest part. And then during all that 6 months, my computer was slowly degrading into a point where it's hardly holding itself together. But you've got that, where it's 6 months of that. Then we hop on over to actually being able to ship the thing out. It's held in North Carolina for a week, and probably at this point stolen somewhere in there. Disappears into thin air. Comes out as stolen. And I'm wondering if I pissed off some god out there or something that's just decided that he's gonna freaking take it out on this, you know, thing. But I just don't, I don't know. Like, my hopes, I hope that we get the good, like, the good result on this. My expectations are practically zero. Today was Patchouli Day. I freaking did an art piece for that. First freaking art piece I've actually gone through with in a bit. I'm not entirely sure if I'm like the proudest of it. There's some aspects I like. I don't like how I did the arm pose personally. I don't know, the way that I did the arms I'm not a fan of. The rest of it I like. It's just... Yeah, let me bring it up actually. I mean, it is the most recent art piece, so I should probably set it here. But, like, I like how it is for the most part. I'm not the biggest fan on how I did the face, because no matter how I did it, I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to. And then the arms, I feel like I should have gotten them closer to each other. There's also, you know, the slight turn means that the her left arm is bending in a different way, and that means that that's, I don't know. There's a few errors in it. I mean, it's my first freaking... It's been like a month since I've been able to freaking break through art block due to all the stress that's been going on, so... I can't even do art on stream half the time right now because of freaking... fuck, dude, though. I don't know, I kind of want... There's a few art pieces, it's like a few things I want to do. I want to do art for Rhea's debut tomorrow. I think I know what I'm going to do. It'll probably be something relatively simple, but like... With the way that our PC situation is, we might be in a bit of a pickle with how streams are gonna go. Because sitting here just chatting, we are currently eating up, I saw it hit freaking 90, 95 right there, a percent of my CPU. But yeah, freaking art streams are even kind of in a limbo state to a certain degree. Since we're not getting it back for the foreseeable future, or since we're not getting it for the foreseeable future, I guess I can actually start another game. I'll probably just move on to Deponia. It's by the same people that did Edna and Harvey. It's another point-and-click series. I mean, we've already established that quick jogs are out of the question for the time being. I guess it's a good thing that I didn't try and submit Cursed Halo for Fan Game Marathon, because if it got accepted and then it's like, oh yeah, are you ready to do it? And then I'm freaking running at 10 frames per second the entire time through, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because I don't even know if I'll have new PC by the time that Fan Game Marathon's going on at this point. So that's certainly something. Maybe we'll figure something out. One moment, let me... Shut up. Oh. I was debating if I wanted to try and do anything today, but I realized that I just don't... I don't really have the energy to do so. I'll try and do Suhu Tuesday tomorrow. But in general, we're going to be probably moving into an even more guerrilla type deal. Simply for the fact that I don't know. That's the thing, right? I'm wedged in a spot. I need to be active due to financial purposes and whatnot, and like reasons and whatnot. I mean, not that it fucking matters, because fucking Twitch is once again pulling the dumbest decisions they possibly can out of their ass, and pulling the dumbest decision they possibly can out of their ass, and advertisers are once again pulling out. So I guess it doesn't fucking matter on that front. I don't know. I'm also torn, like, in a different regard in that, like, relatedly. Like, I keep talking about how I want to engage with more people and whatnot, and but paradoxically, like, the people that I am already, like, close with and whatnot, and consider myself close with, I don't know, sometimes I just don't really feel part of, like, the circles on that. I think that out of, I don't know, how many people are on this? Let me just go on the, like, active DM, quote-unquote active DMs. Some of these are people that I haven't DM'd in an actual year at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Rather than going through my entire, like, friends list and whatnot. Out of those, how many people do I actually, like, feel actively close to at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4-ish? 5? And I think that all 5 of those are in a single group chat. Which is ironic. I don't want to listen to that right now. So I don't know. I might be taking more frequent breaks for, like, mental purposes and whatnot. Working on art. I really have to use the bathroom. I will be right back. Well. But yeah, I guess the schedule is going to shift around a bit. Because I can't really reliably do art streams. I can't do many intensive games. Let me look at this real quick. But I at least have a somewhat of a plan of what to do. If we do wind up shifting, it'll probably be I'll probably wind up taking more art days just to work on stuff. There was stuff that I was putting off due to PC, but I might be able to get portions of them done. Like, I was waiting to do Liss, the remake of Liss, until after PC, because I didn't want to be partway through her design and then have to reset, like have to transfer and then possibly lose progress. So I'll probably do that, the pile of other works that I've just kind of been sitting on. We'll see how things play out as far as... Fuck off? Really? In the middle of my stream, you're gonna pull up a Windows 11 ad. Fuck yourself. Just fuck yourself, dude. Anyway, where was I? But I'd like to update lists. Because that's been on the back burner for since November, I think. Yeah, because Hiccup's Repairathon was the Nostalgiathon, so that would have been November. So we have that. Several other back burner projects. Obviously this month's my busy month for art normally. It's just I need to freaking find inspiration again. I don't know. This whole fiasco has just really freaking drained me, dude. And like, I was already like getting annoyed with certain things because obviously we had the 6 months of waiting. And then after that we had the 6 months of waiting. After that we had just shifting everything. I mean, the 6 months of waiting is kind of the big thing. Tariffs freaking meaning that 6 months of waiting became worthless. Like, genuinely worthless. Because even if they, at that point, they filled out the freaking forms, we couldn't get the part. Fucking... What? We got waiting for a week, me thinking that I was mad just because freaking we were waiting, and then finding out that it got stolen, and then, I don't know. Mentally, it's just one of those things of after 6 months where we may just be set back at square one. Six months and over $600 later. And then what the fuck do I do if we, like, do get fucked over by DHL as a result of all this? Like, I don't want to ask people, I don't want to restart all the freaking rewards. I don't want to freaking... I basically have to figure out how the heck I'm going to do stuff on my own. Or, like, do all of the... do all the rewards. Cut it off, do all the rewards, and then... I mean, we have to shift some of the rewards at that point. Because the rewards that required, like, money can't be done now. If I have to start over. So I don't know. It's, definitely added to a lot of stuff. There's also, like, I guess a different option would be, like, stopping multi-streaming, but that means that I cut off, like, one half of the community or the other, effectively, unless they want to go over to Twitch or YouTube. And each one of them's on their preferred sites because they prefer a specific thing on those sites, or they just don't use the other site in general. There's some people that just plain don't use the other site at all. Like, some people genuinely just don't use Twitch. I have some friends that don't use Twitch because they just don't like the way that Twitch is, especially due to the ads. Between the ads and the way that, you know, certain people are and whatnot, they just don't like it. So if I were to stop streaming to YouTube, which is where my multi-stream goes to, they would be just kind of out of luck. So I don't know. Even then, that's just a temporary, that would just be a temporary band-aid. Because the degradation is at a point where we don't really know how far things are going to go. And it's unfortunate that it's gotten to, like, this point, because streaming is one of the few things that I do, like, genuinely look forward to. And, like, I feel bad when I don't when I'm, like, not on time or anything. Like, being able to just kind of do whatever I feel like at the time. And then have people come in and also, like, share their love for whatever I'm doing at the time. Well, I find it very fun, but it does become a bit stressful when, like, you know, the mechanical side of things just winds up not cooperating at all. Like, it's not even like scuff. I mean, it's not a non-official VTuber stream until there's scuff. Is, like, the phrase that there is. The scuff makes it official, blah, blah, blah. The problem is when, there's not even a general base. Because frame drops in Marathon, freaking running quick jogs for Halo 2 at 20 frames per second. I theoretically, the only other real thing I could think of is setting up a console to run. play what I have on those in order to, like, where all I basically have going on with this is the same level of stuff that I would for a just chatting stream. So, I don't know. It could... could wind up being anything, to be honest. I mean, I have my fair share of like PS3 things that I could run. I have some PS4 things I could run. I just really hope, like, the strongest hope I have for a while that, you know, that we wind up having, having it come in. I hope that they find it. I hope that it's still in one piece and hasn't been freaking yoinked for parts. And I hope that it all What the fuck is this? Right. But I don't know how long that'll take. And obviously it's one of those things where the longer it takes, the less likely it is in one piece if it hasn't just been freaking put up onto eBay immediately and just freaking gone or whatever. So, fucking... what do you do? Because, I mean, it's kind of just out of my hands at this point. It's not in my hands, it's not in Nami's hands, it's not in any of your all's hands. Hopefully, I hope that none of you guys are the one that freaking yoinked, the PC on the way here. Whoever, if you happen to be hearing and you are the one that yoinked the PC, or if you're, you know, just someone that steals people's packages in general, knowing how a lot of packages tend to be like not a lot of them are actually mass-produced things. Like if you just yoink people's fucking packages and whatnot, I genuinely hope that you fall face first into a bear trap and survive. Because honestly, I think that'd be worse than, you know, what you normally have if you fall face first into a bear trap, obviously. But I don't know. Because a lot of the times, people are getting, like, very personal items through the mail. Like, there's obviously people that are getting, like, X, Y, and Z off of, like, Amazon or whatever. And Amazon will normally cover that. And where it's annoying for the person, Amazon's the one footing the bill normally, so I don't care as much. I wish that the person wasn't being inconvenienced, but, you know, whatever, Amazon. But the fact that this also happens with, like, genuine just one-person to one-person packages, like this one was, and, like, Violet gave a couple examples of, like, friends and family and whatnot that didn't use, like, email or anything, or, like, obviously before ordering stuff offline was, like, just directly send it to the person's house. And then people stealing shit from, like, family and whatnot. Go fuck yourself if you do that shit. And there's no real way to, like, know, in most cases, as to which one's which, so, you know. Just don't fucking do it. Firstly, it's still thievery, so it's, you know, illegal, but I don't know. If I voiced properly everything I feel with how angry I am about this situation, I probably catch a not small amount of flack from people with a lot more resources than me. And by that I mean Twitch themselves, YouTube themselves, or what have you. I'm much less mad at DHL themselves now, because, like, the odds are that the package never left there after a week because the person stole the fucking thing, and then later went back to remove the record of it. Or someone did because it just kind of got lost, and they're like, well, I guess that it's just... It just doesn't exist, or whatever, I don't know. But the point of it is that fuck, dude. It just means that the odds are a little bit slimmer that if it is found, it is in one piece rather than, you know, yoinked for parts. But who's to know? I could say it a million times. High hopes, low expectations. I probably won't even run a full 2 hours. I kind of just wanted to update on things going on. And I'll probably end at like 10 my time. But yeah, I guess we'll be going through Deponia next. I gotta figure out what order those games go in. Because there is 4 of them, I think? Yes. Deponia, Chaos and Deponia, Goodbye Deponia, and Deponia Doomsday. Deponia Complete Journey. I don't know if I have that. No, I just have them separately. But yeah, Deponia is actually on sale. Do I have everything by Daedalic? No, I don't have. I know I don't have Bloodgrounds. Oh no, they're also a publisher, so. Dark Eye Chains of. I don't have that. Well, I don't need the original version of the Breakout. The Anniversary Edition of Breakout allows me to play the old graphics, and that's literally the same game. 1954 Alcatraz. Either way. But yeah, Deponia is the plan. Since we're doing, since it's a point-and-click adventure game as well, So it makes it a little easier. And I don't think that I'll be in the middle of one of the games when new PC comes along, if it comes along in the near future. I'll try, emphasis on try, to do art streams periodically. It'll be a lot of yapping, point and clicks, and obviously Tuhu Tuesday, for the time being, doesn't have to be readjusted. I actually wanted to play Library Survivors kind of for Patchy Day, but I felt like I needed to explain everything and I didn't really have the energy to like play anything. I'd like to see if I can run Fresh Start while streaming at some point. Maybe if there's a day that I don't have anything like properly planned, like I don't feel like I have enough yapping things. I don't have any art, and we're obviously not on Tuesday. I mean, obviously, like, for the time being, Deponia's going to be, like, the default when I want to play something. Oh, things are gonna go south real fucking quick. I really have to pee, so give me one moment and then we'll like start to wrap things up. song after this one that I really care to listen to? Nah, not really. Right now. No. Nah. No. No. Actually, maybe I do wanna... This one. But yeah, I freaking... Things went, like, really, really fucking well for a bit as far as, like, commissions and whatnot went, and then they just kind of slowed down for a bit for the time being, which I guess is fine, because I can catch up on stuff that I've been sitting on. Maybe I do just, like, do a bit of an art shift for a bit. I have been going, like, really ham on streaming, and, like, I've reached my 500 point, which is major goal that I had. Obviously, it doesn't mean that I'm ending streaming, like, obviously. We're in the middle of stuff on stream, and I don't want to, like, mix people up thinking that I'm, like, ending or anything. But, we're a bit on skeleton, kind of. I guess is the best way to put it. Considering we don't have a lot of game options. I mean, we had been kind of... I'd been kind of hoping to get into some other games, like... I'd had, like, a line of things that I wanted to do when new PC came in. But I don't know. Ideally, we wind up, like I said, I'm gonna make the best out of, like, what I currently have. Focus a bit on art, stuff that I've had in the back burner for a bit. And, How do I put it? Be productive at the very least. Maybe I'll take the opportunity to also be like a bit more social in like some of the circles that I've been admittedly neglecting a bit. And do some practice, you know. De-rust after how much of the past 6 months has kind of just been admittedly draining me. You know, as far as waiting on the PC goes and whatnot. And at least, like, I have a few good games, like, lined up, and aside from the fact that I can't really do any of the ones that I really wanted to do, I guess at the very least I'm not, like, stuck in something that's gonna burn me out. Like, I enjoy point and clicks, like, they let the brain work a bit, and, I'm not beating my head against a maze that has a door hidden underneath water or some shit. I must have. I don't know if chain lightning's exactly the right thing. I've seen the videos. They just freaking cast fireball on themselves. Did you know that there's actually a freaking spell in D&D that allows you to basically do that? You can have a prepared spell that triggers under a specific circumstance. So, one of the things that I kind of want to do is, have an enemy that has like a level 8 fireball set to go off if they reach like below a certain hit point threshold. I'm not even, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna freaking, I'm not gonna blend words on this. It's specifically for if someone wants to freaking rush in and try and one-turn them again, like I've had happen with certain fighters in the past, then they wind up getting the the IRA special. Sure. Huh? That is weird. Of his own accord?
Yep.
Without it being a special event?
Yep.
And it's a positive message? Weird. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not him asking for, like, freaking something or anything, I guess. That is weird.
Hey, my phone going off. I was like, what's up? Wait, no, that's not me.
Weird. But yeah, where was I? Maybe we go without V-hand for a while in art. Art's definitely going to shift back into only if I have something prepared. Because I at least want, like, the skeleton done and whatnot. Because we did kind of reach that point where I mean, in the end, I wind up doing a lot of aquatic stuff, but, like, the past fucking every art stream will, like, have, like, 30 ideas tossed at the thing, but then I can't get it to look any way that I want it to, and then I just give up. When was the last time I did an art stream where I freaking actually did anything? Let me look in my past streams. Like where I actually accomplished something, I should specify. In my brain, it's the Mocha stream. But it could be a different stream. Content. Live. Those are Fafo days, Edna and Harvey. There was the day my computer died, which was supposed to be an art stream. I think I accomplished something that night. That would have been the 25th. This says Artsy Commission Day stream. Did I actually do anything? This was post-Rayora art. Did I actually accomplish anything for this? Or did I just wind up yapping? Okay, this I did kind of. I freaking got started on Sarah's standee design, but I only went partway through that, and then I sketched out a shitty Tenma head because I don't know if I'd consider that as that's the Rayora day. That one I know I didn't accomplish anything. I did like 80 sketches, and then the art that I did in the end did not even use any of them. It was kind of the pose that I freaking... none of these are art streams because these are all me working on the current outfit. Yappin' and possibly Art and Wildcard Nights. What was I working on for that? Was that just one of the days that I wound up doing crabs? I defaulted to a lot of crabs for some reason in my freaking art block despair. I might have just wound up yapping the whole time. The fleshy art was the most recent as of that point. Yeah, I just wound up yapping for the entirety of that one, it looks like. But that means that the fleshy art was probably the last one that we actually did where we started it on stream and got through with the entirety of it. So yeah, Fleshiversary, March 30th. So it's been nearly 3 months since we've actually started and, like, properly worked on something on stream. Without my art block winding up going, we're not doing this tonight. The Rhea art, I technically don't have to do off stream. I'm not thinking of doing it. Not safe for work. Because I don't think that, I don't even think I'll do a not safe for work variant of it. I could theoretically, because it's the outfit that, because I think Rhea runs Recluse on Night Rain. That's a spoiler, I guess. I'm going to do a small piece with Rhea as, whatever her Night Rain class is. Let's see. Let's see if we can look at the VOD from yesterday. My assumption is it's either the Recluse or the doll, because she's heavy magic user in anything that she does. Doobie is live on Twitch? What the fuck? Actually, I can just click on this because yesterday's Night Rain stream is what I want. Is this gonna start from the start, or is it gonna jump to where I last was? Which might just be... Yeah. Yeah, it's just jumping to the end. Which makes sense, because the end is, you know, since I was in the stream, I freaking... Is this Recluse? fucking Fextra Life. Of course, they're the first ones to have a freaking... Yeah. Recluse, dark outfit, white hair. Okay. So yeah, that's the answer. So I just need to look up the Recluse's outfit, and maybe if the Recluse has a more thematic outfit, I might like do that. Or I could mesh outfits. It's been a while since I've done clothing design. I don't really do much with fashion. Creatures are my kind of deal that I like to freaking get really autistic about. Which is really funny because one of the things that like got me back into art like post school was wanting to learn animation and cloth physics and animation. What the fuck is Doobie doing? She's in just chatting, but people are talking about freaking poker. Which might mean that she's playing that, what was Camilla? It's the game Camilla's playing. What is she playing? Oh, is she just straight up playing, just playing blackjack. Based off the freaking look of that one dude, it looks like it's like... Okay, so is this like VR chat blackjack? No, can't be. But that dude is... It's something that runs off of Unity, because that's... I don't know. Because that dude's, that dude's a Lethal Company dude, so... I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna raid into anyone tonight. I just don't really feel like tonight's stream was something to really need to raid into. Hey Scales, how you doing? Catching us right at the end here. But I guess I am going to do my like final rundown of everything we've discussed tonight, so... Alright, so, concise. A, for people that have just now joined in, and B, for the VOD watchers that are going to watch this in the morning and be like 90% of what everyone does. Also probably moving into personal projects after I end stream here. Heat-wise, okay. Everything else, well, I guess that's what we're here for about the, you know, talks and announcements and whatnot. The PC that we've been waiting on got stolen while in transit. It has led to a lot of stress, and we're waiting on any follow-up from DHL to see if they actually can get back a hold of it, or if we're back at square one with probably the bare minimum amount of money that DHL is willing to freaking dish out in order to freaking make up for the fact that one of their employees stole an entire fucking computer. Because apparently DHL has a really bad reputation, according to several people that I've talked to. That does mean that our options for games and whatnot are limited. We're going to be moving into Deponia because we no longer have PC transfer on the horizon. So I don't have that. I don't want to be in the middle of a game. I mean, I have my PC. The problem is that it is an old one, and that's why we need to replace, because at this point, the upgrade needs to be the CPU, which requires me to upgrade the motherboard in order to upgrade the CPU, and at that point I might as well just upgrade everything, which is how we got into this situation in the first place. So, currently we're trying to figure out how things are going to go with the current, situation with all this. Which is also why I'm partially also putting the upgrade-a-thon on hold. I'll still, put points onto it for people that are still supporting, but we're not, we're once again, definitely in the not driving for it kind of deal. I might even, remove the next goal things so that people don't think that, it's an active thing. Because I don't want... Like I said, I don't want people to... If things go with the worst possible outcome, I have no idea where I'm going from here. Because I can't... The upper goals I literally cannot commit to without the new PC, and I don't want to restart it because that's unfair to everyone that's donated already. So that's going to be a very difficult, sorting out thing. If the worst possible outcome happens in this and we get told to basically get bent by DHL. But currently we're going to be going through Deponia as far as our active game. I mean, luckily, all the goals that have been reached so far are goals that I can do. Aside from the Skeb one, which I'll change... if the worst possible outcome happens, I change it into chat makes me draw something instead of a Skeb. The difficult part of trying to figure out a new goal is that I already have enough difficulty trying to figure out what to set as various goals. Of course there's an ad. Ads are always here at the worst possible time. 7? Also, I know that freaking Twitch does ads on VODs, despite the fact that I don't see a penny of the ads on VODs, so... Why? Why does Twitch do ads on VODs? I've received ads on VODs after I freaking... while I'm trying to, like, catch up on certain things that happen in people's streams. And I'll get ads, and as far as I know, those don't actually go to the streamer. Play the waiting game for a moment. Well, according to that... Welcome back. You didn't miss anything in the actual ads. The only thing that I said was that I was, holding off because people get ads in VODs, and then a lot of me bitching about the fact that I don't know why Twitch gives ads in VODs, because it sure as hell doesn't go to the streamers when VOD ads happen. It's not like YouTube where VOD ads actually do go to the streamer if they have access to them. Yeah, it's I don't know. But yeah, what I was saying before ads took you to the Shadow Realm was I have difficulty figuring out what to set as like rewards for different goals. And then like for the current one, like let's use that as an example. Let me find it. Like we have like Ghost Pepper Brine went bad, so that's not even a goal of the current one anymore. I have to swap that one out. The Skeb ones basically have to be swapped out. Various other things wind up happening. New outfit probably should... I mean, new outfit's going... has already been, like, mentioned and whatnot. I'm unsure if they actually want the Goblin in the hot dog outfit, or if they want me in the hot dog outfit, but hot dog outfit appears to be the one that's winning in the Discord. Was Goblin in the hot dog outfit what was actually, let me see here. Sure. I mean, I need to start asking for suggestions for goals anyway, because a lot of them wind up becoming just... repeats and whatnot. Aside from the classics. But, hopefully I don't have to figure out a whole new, like, actual back from square one thing. Hopefully we either get the PC back. That's the ideal situation. I think the only one of that I have on the list that's on there is Lethal. Phasmo I intended to get a while back, but the main people that I would have, Oh, is it? Gartic's very much one of those things where I don't know if I could reliably, like, do as a chat thing. I know some of the people that are around and I know how they behave in other people's chats, and I don't know if I'd trust them with the ability to put images up. I mean, all of them kind of require you to have some level of trust with chat. If they have voice, you also have to. Because the last thing you need is the infamous the infamous TF2 clip. That people like to use for, like, comparing people streaming Valo to streaming TF2, and then the kids, like, just screaming, like, oh no, I don't want to get banned. But yeah. I don't think that, like, any people that I haven't banned already, I would have to worry about, like, slurs. Because they know that they know that I'm friends with the people that they are, to put it bluntly, simps for. And they know that I would tell them. And they know that they would get banned. I do have Cult of the Lamb. I did get gifted that. Speaking of Cult of the Lamb, like, that's an idea that I've had sitting around in my head for a bit. Tangentially, I suppose. Either Kenshi or Rimworld to actually, like, name different characters after, like, chat and whatnot. It doesn't have a direct Twitch integration, but... it's an idea I've been sitting on for a bit. Partially because both of those are things that, when they get really busy, they cook my computer. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Cult of the Lamb one, because it's one of those ones that sometimes the streamers forget to turn it off. It's not as intrusive as fucking, what is it? King of the Castle or whatever it's called? King of the Castle and Baldur's Gate 3's Twitch integrations were so goddamn intrusive. Because they basically, like, lock up the entire screen to, like, ask, hey, are you... you're aware that this exists, right? Do you wanna have it come up whenever there's an option? Blah, blah, blah. You know, meanwhile, the streamer is playing or working on art or freaking just chatting or something. It's like, I don't think that I have to worry about that. But thanks for offering. But yeah. I don't think I have any extensions active. Unless there's one that I don't realize that I added way back when. Voice mod I don't think is terribly intrusive. Because I think voice mod is external. I think it takes you... it, like, either allows you to do it via a third-party thing, or it, I don't know what blurp is. Sound alerts. Oh, it's a type of sound alert thing. It's a soundboard thing. Gotcha. Yeah. Because, I think that both Tricky and Dia are partnered with them. I know that Tricky uses it rather frequently. I think that Dia only uses it occasionally. At least I think it's VoiceBot that they're partnered with. I think I looked into VoiceMod at one point for tabletop stuff. But it didn't... it required a subscription for some of the stuff that I wanted to use, so I opted against. But we'll fit. I don't know. I think that I was doing Metro when I last saw anyone use voice mod. Yeah, voice mod seemed nice. It just wasn't in the budget at the time. Because how much is voice mod for like the one-time subscription? I don't think it's like terrible. Can I actually get like, can I have... Can I actually, like, know how much it is? Hello? There it is. No. That is... a device. That's not what I'm after. Do they only tell you how much it is in the actual app? That's unfortunate. Maybe if I... Maybe if I... There we go. Purchase voice mod license. It's in the help section. Yeah, it is in the app that you'd look for it. Can I look at the price? Can I be given a price here? I don't know. That's what I did for Clip Studio, is they, like, every December do a massive discount, and that's when I got it way back when. Bye. But yeah, no, freaking just, I mean, mentally I'm exhausted is what I am. Just due to the current thing going on after 6 months of trying to claw my way up to this, and then freaking... Like I've been saying, high hopes, low expectations, because, God, do I hope that things just, you know, just get a email that says, "Okay, we got it. We're finishing the delivery." My expectation is probably an email that says, "We give up. How much was it worth?" Or, "We've determined that it was worth this based off of its weight. Good luck on getting a whole new PC off of $50. That would be the best case scenario. The worst part is that apparently DHL has a pretty bad habit about the worst case happening. According to Violet, who I asked earlier today. Or not, well, I didn't ask. I mentioned the current thing going on, and then she mentioned a few instances where it happened like that. So... like, they're, like, apparently pretty high up there as far as rate of either things coming in broken or just getting told get bent. So... we'll see. NZXT. Oh. The computer company? I don't know. The difficult thing is that getting pre-built is very limited in me being able to get what I'm after half the time. Because, they know that a lot of people want things based off of appearance, and obviously, why would you cater to, like, the 3% of people that want this specific thing, rather than just having everything set up for the 98%. Well, the 97%, if I'm actually going by, I don't blame them for it, but... you know. Because, you know, from a business perspective, it makes sense for them to do what they do. I'm not gonna crucify them for going, "Oh, why don't they have any options with a disc tray? I know I'm like one of the only 3 people in America that still want to have a disc tray, but why don't they have a disc tray?" Like, because, like... no one gives a shit anymore. Ugh. I'm seeing all these start with Windows 11. I know that that's just the standard anymore, but ugh. Ugh. Gross. Icky. Why is player 3 freaking... like, player 3 is the one that gets the disconnected controller. Why the heck has player 3 got the best freaking... I get that it's probably, like, just a cascade upward. Ugh, 3K? That's way out of my budget. I mean, I get that it's running a 50. And the 50, I think it said it was a 5090. The 5090 alone is like 2K, so makes sense. How much is a 5090 on its own? Or a 5080, whatever the highest one is. Okay, 5080. How much is that on its own? I know it's over 1K, last I checked. Oh, if I get it directly from the Nvidia store, it's only just... It's $1 short of 1K. I don't need the performance. Let me see these prices. I know that they were ridiculous. Also, shout out to whoever the fuck it was that said, oh, yeah, him saying AI doesn't actually mean that it's... doesn't actually mean, like, AI like people normally mean, and then it got confirmed later down the line. Oh yeah, he did mean that. The thing was designed with an AI in collaboration with an AI that freaking was analyzing shit. And the reason that half the freaking first wave of 50 series literally melted in people's computers is because it wasn't designed properly by the AI. Yeah, a 5090 is 2K on its own. It's fucking insane. Fucking insanity, dude. I have to pee. I'll be right back. I also need to get a refill of my drink because I just finished it off. lordy lord. I forgot that SteamOS was actually a thing that was coming along. I'll probably wait a little bit to make sure that it's, like, good. Like, everything works fine and dandy on it, rather than, I haven't gotten a Steam Deck, so I've heard good things, but I don't know, firsthand. I don't know, does Steam Deck just have, like, an internet browser on it? Desktop mode? That's actually, I don't know if it's got, if desktop mode is good, then at least that means positive for SteamOS overall. And it means that it's not, like, hyper bloated, because where the Steam Deck does have good specs, it is still at the heart of it a handheld device. So it's gotta balance a bit. I mean, the Steam Deck, I think, probably has better specs than my PC at this point, but you know what I'm saying. How long does a Steam Deck last on a single charge? On average. Like, I assume that it's obviously going to be different if you're, like, browsing versus if you're playing Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know if... Is Cyberpunk? I don't know what all is Steam Deck compatible. I'm actually looking myself right now. It's not listed as Steam Deck. Is it? It must only show up if you actually have, I thought that they showed it, like, right off the bat if it was. But it might not be showing on my end because I don't have a Steam Deck. Interesting. Below languages? Oh, okay, they moved it. I'm used to it being up here, like, where it has all these slots of single-player Steam trading cards, and then what controllers it has available. I guess that they changed it when they started, like, actually spreading verification about, rather than, it just kind of being blended in with everything, where, like, just for formatting purposes. Rather than it just being, like, the first few releases of things that were allowed on Steam Deck. Ooh. It was loud. No. Nah. No. Sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that we get best case scenario. they find the PC and just continue it on its path. Yeah, I'm assuming the compatibility is mostly a there's going to be 0 holdbacks on it. Like, obviously it probably has to have controller support due to how the Steam Deck is, rather than like it being exclusive to being mouse and keyboard. And then probably has to be like below a certain age for the sake of, you know, obviously something like Fallout 3, which takes like a pile of mods just to be functional, probably isn't going to get a verification because of the amount of work that's going to go into making it functional. How much even is a Steam Deck? Oh, sorry, Eric. $400? That's not actually that bad. I expected it to be more. What are you talking about? 3DS stuff only works on the official 3DS. Smile. Yeah, that's not too bad. Obviously, you're not going to be playing new Call of Duty because that's like 900 gigabytes on its own. But, you know, fucking whatever. I did find it very funny, like, that the Western game dev joke kind of starts to fall flat due to if you take DLC into consideration, because I think it was Zenless has nearly 100 gigabytes as an update for, like, their 2.0 or whatever. It's actually ridiculous. And I'd be willing to test out that ridiculousness if you would like to sponsor me, Smiles. You're also not Hoyo. Zenless is Hoyo, right? Normally, freaking, they make you play Genshin, though, as your, like, introduction to Hoyo sponsorships. Yeah. Developers MiHoYo. What games do you do? I feel like you did one of the 2 games that it was either... No, I guess you didn't. Listen, I may never play Genshin in my own time. However, I can be convinced for the right price. No, it wouldn't. I've never spent a dime on gacha in my life. And until I freaking, fell off of Azur Lane, I had every single character in it, aside from the NEP characters that never got a rerun. I have extremely good luck with gacha, and I never spend money on it. I actually, at one point, classified myself as a gacha god because I did a single 10 pull in Azur Lane for one of them and got all but the ultra rare. And then the second 10 pull I did, I got the ultra rare. It was like the second ultra rare that they released. I don't remember who it was, but... You don't really do pulls in Pokemon Go, though. Pokemon Go is basically Pokemon, but you move around in reality instead of in a game. I don't stream gacha is the thing. And I don't have that kind of luck in very specific instances. I have tried 3 different times? 2 different times. Which, however many times Summer Flandre has been as an option, she is the only one that has eluded me. In Lost Word. I don't really do a lot of pulling aside from characters that I really want in Lost Word because I just don't have the slots for the number of characters they have. And then I wind up getting the characters anyway because they give me a bunch of free pulls. I don't know if I want to get into, like, the big leagues via gacha, though. Also, thanks to the hydrate. No, the big leagues don't really have a lot of whales. They have, people that either do exclusively the news on it, or, people that... I mean, I guess that technically some of them are whales, but they're whales with other people's money rather than their own. I don't know what the fuck you're on about. Media personalities do get to choose their niche. Pretty much always. Unless they're like movie level. I mean, unless you're like someone who decided that you're gonna dip your toes into politics and then you get freaking ganged by your freaking fan base into never moving away from it. Hassan. Yeah, that doesn't exactly mean that makes it their niche, though. Something doing very well on the algorithm does not immediately mean that that's the only content they make anymore. There are very few, very vocal, but very few instances where that happens. And then they realize that they have zero experience in it, and then they start crying about it on Twitter because they decided to do something stupid 3 times in a row, and then they decided to go after someone big because they decided to go into drama. And then they get absolutely rinsed by everyone involved. After they gloated, oh, I'm too big to actually fail because of that. Yeah, and then you freaking go after someone who is actually 80 times your size because you think it's a free payday, and then you get absolutely bodied by the entire freaking community because you didn't take 2 seconds to do research. You piece of shit. I don't even know how topical that is. That happened a couple weeks ago. Oh, it is targeted. There is a lady who used to do a lot of, and I don't even remember her name. That's how unimportant she is, even after she found, quote-unquote, her niche that got her so big. It starts with like a K or something like that. But she used to do a lot of content on trying to help people, like, do content creation, like reviews of different programs, how to manage and set up, like, OBS or whatever program it is, how to use the different things that, like, Stream Elements or Streamlabs or whatnot offer. And she at one point caught wind of, I think it was someone that was like tracing artwork or something like that, or someone that, I think it was the person that was called out for tracing artwork, and then it got revealed actually that they were using AR artwork and then tracing over the AI. And they got like 3 times their amount of views off of that and decided to entirely switch up their entire thing to being a drama tuber. And they immediately went after a small group of VTubers because they were an easy target. got... even then, got kind of bodied by the entirety of the VTubing community because of how absolutely wrong she was in, like, all of her freaking, call-outs of that. Tried to say, I'm sorry, I'm on vacation, I can't do anything about this. Came back, said, I'm too big for them to do anything to me, despite the fact that she had already gotten all of her, analytics put so far into the red that she had to take a second vacation immediately for quote-unquote mental health that she put herself into. And then everyone forgot about her for several months. She went after someone who had cancer, tried to freaking start drama about them, and obviously the other person didn't even pay her any mind because she was, you know, dealing with chemo. But a few months later, after she had gone through all of her chemo and whatnot, the one lady that was starting drama went after Doki Bird, taking the side of a person that was trying to scam Doki, thinking that she could just get away with this. I believe that her current video for that is sitting at 300 likes and 3.9k dislikes. Or is it 30 point something dislikes? Either way. Absolutely bodied. And her and Doki basically freaking bodied her on Twitter for her bullshit. So, needless to say, yeah, it didn't play out very well. Where the people are very vocal in the spots where they let one little flywheel of I got this good in the algorithm, they're not very common. It's not like 2016 where everyone and their mother that got like... that decided to latch onto something as it was starting to make an uptick, just immediately popped off and then... Well, here's the thing, Eric. The problem with you living under your rock is when you try and make comments like you did, as if they're facts, and then they're completely wrong. You can call that you're under your rock, but when you try and like pull out things like they're facts like that, and they're as wrong as they were, it becomes a problem. It's not really content, is the thing. Like, everything that I just established is stuff that people have heard. It's like if I were to talk, like, lecture you on the Cinder drama. That's 2 months old. Unlike certain people, I'm not a vulture who, you know, will chew on carrion that is rotted to the bone. I mean, I'll give my, like, 2 cents on certain things, like, after it's passed and whatnot. Like, I talked about a little bit about the Cinder stuff with Teber a couple days ago, or like a week ago, actually, at this point. because there was some other thing that came up that kind of, like, brought it up again. But there's no real, you know, meat to it anymore. No one gives a shit about, like, 2 cents on someone talking about the Cinder stuff at this point. Aside from people that are there for the person already. In which case, them talking about, you know, X thing, and them talking about, like, the topic of tonight, which was me just updating people on the fact that my PC was stolen in transit. There's no real difference. Also, I'm gonna be honest. Contrary to what a lot of people like to do, I don't exactly like just yapping about drama things 24/7. It doesn't interest me that much. I will give my 2 cents when people are being, like, pieces of shit and whatnot. And have crossed the line beyond where they should in regards to drama. But I don't really care to, you know, yap about, like, the intricacies of this week's we're flinging shit at each other and pretending that the other one's the only one that stinks. Either way, I did wind up yapping for an hour extra from what I intended to. Because we got sidetracked with talking about PC stuff. So, I mean, at this point I need to wait until ad passes to let VOD users not get an ad in the middle of me talking about this. Because again, for some reason, Twitch likes to give ads to people watching VODs, despite the fact I don't see a dime of any of that happens. This ain't YouTube, where I freaking... I mean, I don't have... I'm not part of the partner program on YouTube yet. But... if it were to be VODs on YouTube, I'd actually get, money for that, because they're considered videos. And even then, I probably wouldn't run mid-roll ads on it, because, I don't know, trying to watch, like, things on YouTube and then getting, like, 80 mid-rolls on 10 minutes of video kinda sucks dick. I don't remember what the last video was that I freaking gave up on because of the way it works. Now I'll play the waiting game. Okay, they should be back any moment now. But yeah, that's kind of the thing about like drama and whatnot, is I don't really like talking about it on like a serious level. I like I'll shit talk about it, especially when it's like very stupid stuff going on. Because I don't find it interesting in most cases. The only time that I really bother with it much is, like, if it is something that affects me, or that I have actual room to talk on. Like, my 2 cents on how, the exclusivity deal with the Cinder thing, for one. Which I've talked about like 7 different times on how it wasn't an exclusivity deal. It was a, we're going to buy out exactly when it happens. We're not actually going to pay you for exclusivity. And then I've once or twice talked about my 2 cents on the SAG-AFTRA shit. Because of my experience in the sphere. And I'm not like a lawyer or anything, so I don't know that. I just know how good, or in this case bad, of a deal it would be for me as a contractor in the sphere. So like, it is what it is. It could be, like, what is this a notification about? Okay, it's just a going live notification. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what to freaking... It's just how some things wind up playing out. I don't want to... The moral of the story is I don't really want to become a gacha tuber. I mean, I could, like, decide... At this point, I don't even know if that would help. That'd probably just get me banned. The joke is that I freaking could just, like, reach out to Tectone or something and freaking be like, oh, yeah. Because apparently, like, behind the scenes, he's actually, like, a genuinely decent dude and cares a lot about, like, the gacha sphere of content creators. From people that have, like, directly interacted with them. I don't know him, like, personally, and I don't know, some of the things that he's said I don't, like, agree with and whatnot. I'm not, like, his biggest fan or anything. But, like, he's apparently a decent dude overall. So... What do you mean, avoiding gacha content isn't moral good? That stuff needs to stay over in Kick with all the other gambling stuff. Except, I guess that in gacha you don't exactly... There is no getting your money back from that. Answer, yes. I was talking about Kick with the CK, though. Kick also has streams, but it's basically just cam girls on there all the time. At least last I knew. It might be a dead site at this point. It might have just been bots, I don't know. I remember that I downloaded it for... someone. There was someone I was talking to that was like, oh, I used this because freaking... Or maybe it was a friend wanted to get back a bunch of, like, friends together or something like that, and wanted me to help convince them to actually move over to Discord rather than sitting on that dead app. But it kept advertising, like, oh, hey, these streams are going on, and it's just like... Okay. Ironically, it was... very parallel to the just chatting section of Twitch at the time, because that was around the Blue Twitch users finding a new meta every week segment of Twitch's history. I still think that the ass green screen was at least creative meta. Like, that was very much one of the hate the game, not the freaking players of the game, because they were at least creative with it, and I found it amusing. And now, they're not even being creative about it, like... It's short of a colonoscopy in those streams at this point, and they don't get banned because Dan Clancy freaking subscribes to half of them. Like, actually subscribes, not just follows. Appreciate you, Dan. Meanwhile, freaking... Lucy gets banned for a few days because she wore a leotard. Because the freaking leg cut was a little too high on them. Can't show them hips, however... freaking glass table colonoscopy is perfectly fine on the website. See where the double standard is here. I don't even know if that person got banned. That was like months ago that the glass chair colonoscopy person was like on the front page. They could have very well gotten banned. It's just one that always freaking is burned into my retinas at this point. Because that was like... Who was it that got banned around that time? Was it Mega? I think it was Mega that did around that time. And Mega's avatar was wearing like 3 times the amount of clothing that the live stream, the like flesh tuber was, and wasn't zooming in on freaking bits. But hey, you know how it be. Either way. That's neither here nor there. I could freaking bitch for days about how Twitch is. I mean, heck, we freaking already mentioned Hassan and Tectone by freaking name tonight. That's actually brand new. Freaking that happened like a week ago, where freaking Tectone got, banned for yelling, for saying mean words to people that were accusing him of a literal crime with zero evidence. Meanwhile, freaking... take your pick on freaking Hassan clips at this point. Either way. Assuming I don't get sidetracked, it is actually notably later than I intended. Because I got sidetracked with different things. Hi, Stinky. Come on, just jump it. I know you're gonna do it. Don't do it and surprise me. Come on. Hey. Jump up here. Come on. Alright. But, for those in the VOD, now that we are no longer an ad, so you're not going to get an ad in the VOD, hopefully, unless Twitch just decides that you're getting an ad no matter where it is, and it's not actually tied to where ads are here. Get your ass out of the fan. Update for those that are skipping to the end for the recap. Computer got stolen. Hopefully it's being investigated. Hopefully the computer comes in. Hopefully the computer gets found in one piece and they can send it. Hopefully, if that doesn't happen, they actually ask and will reimburse based off of what it's actually worth and not just giving us $50 based off of how heavy it is. And then also, hopefully, Nami just gets a full-on refund for the freaking shipping, because... what the fuck, dude? Regardless of how it goes, I really hope that Nami gets a refund for the shipping, because it clearly wasn't protected, and it's so much later than it should be even by standard shipping. Second portion of it, game-wise, games are going to be a bit more sparse. Tuesdays will still try and happen as much as they can. Games will be Deponia. Art will probably be a bigger focus. I don't know how much art streams there will be. They will be without V-Hand, because even that winds up dipping us above our CPU usage. But I'll be working on art off stream in order to, you know, try and keep things in a reasonable state. And there'll be a lot more chatting, because it's kind of one of the few things that doesn't send my CPU into the red the entire time of it. Everything else is kind of a play it by ear kind of deal. And hopefully we have some solution by the end of the month. One outcome or another. The final bit of it is worst case scenario, where we don't get the PC back, and DHL decides it's not our problem, get bent, and we're stuck at square one. I try and I basically give out all the rewards that I can. I shift the Skeb one that we've reached into a art request that I do, and we basically are back at square one. And I don't know what I'm going to do for that, honestly. Because... man, 6 months later, back at square one, after we were over halfway to the goal, is... I might actually have to freaking hiatus just for mental freaking... If that worst case scenario happens... that might actually freaking do me in for multiple weeks. Like, that is the scenario that is so bad that it is almost confirmed that some god exists and they are pissed at me. Hopefully, we get the best case scenario. High hopes, low expectations. At this point, that is me huffing as much copium as I can, because every single turn that I've had high hopes, the low expectations have been what kicks me in the dick. But that's where we stand currently. Hopefully, we get lucky. They launch the investigation, find the person relatively quickly, find the PC still in one piece, get it shipped out this way. We go all the way, we get all the goals complete up to the 1200. We have our new PC, and everything goes as second best as it could have from the start. I guess it's not even second best as it could have. Second best as it could have would have been we got the freaking GPU like we got all this sorted out early. I don't know. Fucking... I don't know. It goes not as bad as it can possibly go. There is a small freaking silver lining in this scenario at this point. But that's where we stand. That is the end of my freaking commentary on this. That way VOD watchers know that all the announcements have been made. PC stolen. Hopefully it comes back in one piece. Deponia is going to be our current default game, because it's another point-and-click game that hopefully won't crash the PC. Art will be a big focus, chatting will be a big focus, Two-Who's will hopefully be unaffected. Druids is on the list, and I do have the GOG version, so I have the version that actually fucking works. Drunk Druids is something that we were supposed to do last October, but Teber got super busy. I know a good portion of Druids. Also, hey Desktop, how you doing tonight? I agree with the facepalm. But we were going to do Druids because Teber has never seen anything of Druids. I know a decent amount of it. So I was going to drink anytime. It was going to be a drinking game where me and chat drink anytime that Halligan breaks a law. Well, the temperature's better than it's been. And I mean, aside from the obvious of the entire PC situation being fucked, it could be worse. It could be worse. This doesn't look like a GTA 5, what the fuck? I don't remember what all the rules were for the drinking game, but yeah, it was definitely one where freaking... It wasn't exclusively the laws-based one, that's just the part that I remember. Just because of how often Halligan, like, full-on insect brain breaks laws just to... Oh, Sprixer updated designs again. I mean, yeah. I know that they're mentioned, like, especially during certain dialogues, they're mentioned, like, a dozen plus times in a single sentence. Let's see here. We could theoretically go into red, but... Again, I would like to freaking raid into to support your partner push, but you're playing a game I really don't want to raid into. Oh, him's playing Metal Gear. Alright, so... So... One... Ba-ba-ba. You're currently in your War Thunder break, so I'm not going to raid into you. If you were still doing art right now, I'd raid into you. 2, 3. Is there anyone above you? Alright, chat, pick a number between 1 and 5. Okay, we'll split the difference and go with 3. Yeah, Saga's doing alright, I'm fine with that. It's also been a bit since I've raided into Sako. But due to Druids being a bit on the horror end of things, it was meant to be an October special game. Sako's also doing a shared stream, group stream. Can you load sometime today, Twitch? I mean, I know that you're struggling even more so because of how freaking CPU is cooking right now. Jesus Christ, it double loaded the frickin'... Everything fucking double loads on Twitch anymore. I also really have to pee. I can't believe that Sako's nearly gone 3 whole years of this. Of drawing every day. That is some insanity. Because I think that Sako does stream every single day. That's some dedication, dude. Alright, well, we're in ad, so it's a short pre-roll ad. I can start the raid. Alright. I've gone through all the announcements. I'll keep you guys updated as best I can on how things progress. There's the socials in order to keep up to date on things. You can join the Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, or if you go into the card, there's my Twitter, you can follow me there as well. I try to keep up to date on things, such as when I go live, what I'm going live with, and art, like you see in the corner, and like I'll be working on off stream, so this will probably get replaced pretty much immediately. And also keeping up to date on the current situation with the fucking PC. But, that being said, that's gonna be for me tonight. I actually went longer than I intended, by an hour and a half. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the follows, raids, all that good jazz. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, if all goes to plan. Love y'all. Bye.